For those of you who doesn't know, Linux now has a mobile interface thanks to Fedora, and today we're going to try it out to see how good it is. So let's jump into the video. So this is our Linux interface, and I do apologize for the video quality, but this is the only way I can record it. For some reason, screen recording doesn't work on this one, so there's nothing I can do. It's probably the processor. It's an Intel M5. It's a really old processor, but let's hope that's the reason. So how you can see here, you have an tablet interface, and for some reason the keyboard doesn't work. So all you have to do is you have to click on the top here, and once you click there, now the keyboard will appear and everything will work. So I can put my password and I can literally just log in to my Linux interface right now, which it's looking a lot like Android, don't get me wrong. So it's not, I think it's an Android copy, or if it's not an Android copy, inspired by Android, because this is the interface. So how you can see, you swipe up, you swipe down to get all of the things, applications and stuff like this. You can swipe down from the control here, from the right corner, sorry, and you get all these things. I have record here, but for some reason, and now it's saying that it's working, but when I click on it, it says that there's no encoders available to record. So I'm kind of stuck over there. But what can you do with it? Because this is the thing, right? Linux, it's a really good idea when it comes to your laptop, computer. But on a tablet, it's not that, I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. Because yes, I can go on the internet and watch, do normal stuff, watch a YouTube video and things like this. I can't install CasaOS on it because it's Fedora, it doesn't work. And for some reason, there's a lot of application on Flatpak that they don't appear as they're working. So for example, I am a big fan of Hidamari. Hidamari, it's an application where you put a wallpaper, animated wallpaper as your desktop, and I can't install it on this one. So, but yeah, doing normal things like YouTube and everything works perfectly. You don't have any problems, you don't have any things like this, right? The problem that I have is that I can't really use it as a tablet. I think like for you, what am I lying? I don't know. Don't judge. When you're buying a tablet, right? You're expecting a tablet. You're expecting experience and stuff like this. And I didn't mean this better, right? You're expecting a nice experience because you're having a tablet. You're not having a desktop. You want a good experience on the touchscreen. Everything with the touchscreen. While in this one, you're not kind of getting none of them. Yes, you will have a decent experience, the tablet will work, but that's kind of it, So as you can see, everything works. If I want to close it down, I swipe here. You also have the ability to put buttons if you really want buttons. I'm not a big fan of buttons. How you can see, I have LibreOffice installed. I have all kind of applications and stuff like this. Here I have like VLC, Weather. I really like the Weather application, don't get me wrong. This one looks really nice, but again, this is why I'm saying it's an Android inspired. Really looks like an Android. The thing is, every single time when I use it, I want to connect a mouse or a keyboard on it. The interface, yes, it does look like a touchscreen, but most of the apps, they don't work with the touchscreen, at least from my experience. So for example, if I go to, which one was it? Screen recorder here, right? I install this application, maybe I can screen record like this. It doesn't let me. How you can see, I get this one, and now entire screen. If I click, let's click continue. See, the keyboard won't appear. So most of the application, they won't work without a mouse and a keyboard anyway, which is, it's a bummer. And now I have to, struggle to close it and stuff like this. Now there is a way to disable this one. If you go here and you disable Docker mode, once I reopen the application, now it will appear as a full screen app, so you don't have to like close it and try to close it from here on the top. You just swipe it, it'll appear as a normal full screen application. But then again, having Linux on the tablet, it's amazing. The idea and it's the dream came true. But I can't really use it because most of them, they require a mouse and a keyboard, and I don't have a mouse and a keyboard. LibreOffice, for example, I think this one works perfectly. I didn't even test it, to be fair, but it should work perfect. You shouldn't have any problem because it's just a touchscreen. But again, the keyboard is not, it's not the best. Oh, Libra doesn't even work. My apologies. the keyboard is not the best. Writing on the keyboard, how they put all of the things, the keyboard, the layout is weird, I'm not gonna lie. So, oh, okay, so you have this keyboard here. So, I don't know, please. What happened? Hey. What? Yeah, okay, barely register. Please subscribe. How you can see, I'm writing here. The problem is, if I press here down at the bottom, the keyboard disappeared. And I think it's because here there were the buttons. When you set it up, they will ask you if you want buttons or swiping. So I chose swiping. Here was the buttons. So it's kind of making the keyboard disappear. It's like the back button, which is weird. Now, okay, I think you open it twice. Yeah, I open it twice. Do I want to save it? Don't save. Don't save. So it's kind of one of those things. I really like the idea, but you can't really use it in real life scenario. You know, don't get me wrong. The fact that you're having Linux on your tablet is amazing, but in real life scenario, it's kind of not the best one. For my model here, the rotation is blocked, so where it's broken, so I can't rotate. I can only use it in ASCII mode. And again, I have App Center here, which is the first time I'm seeing it, to be fair, as I was using Discovery to install all of them. And oh, this is for Snap, my apology. So yeah, you can install all of your applications, everything you want to, but oh, maybe this one has Hidamari. And again, another one where the keyboard doesn't work. Yes, never mind. So when you're going, you know, to go to Discovery, you can install all kind of application. Not all of them will work. Again, how I'm saying, Hidamari for me, it doesn't work. So now the keyboard doesn't want to work here either. Come on, what's wrong with you? And we just encounter a bug. So yeah, it's not perfect either. But yeah, how I was saying, it's a nice experience, well, nice idea, super bad experience. Let's put this one, because this one is the keyboard. No. So now the keyboard is done. So what we have to do is simply just restart it. So shut down, restart, and now we have to wait for the tablet to restart, and well, the bug will fix itself and stuff like that. This is the first time I'm seeing the bug with the keyboard, so don't get me wrong, it's not the end of the world. But again, it's one of those things that you have to wait and wait and wait for it to fix. At the moment, it's a good idea, bad execution. There's nothing you can really do with Linux on your tablet. You're really stuck. But at least this is Fedora. After this one, I want to try to install Debian. I'm a big fan of Debian. I love Debian, and I'm having Debian on almost all my devices. And I really want to see how Debian will work on the tablet. I know, technically speaking, Debian interface will be much complicated. It's going to be 10 times harder, because at least this one has swiping and everything. Debian doesn't. But I really want to try to see how Debian will go on the tablet. But yeah, let's finish the video with showing how terminal works. So again, keyboard won't work. I have to press here, and now keyboard appears. And now you get the keyboard here. Now you have to wait to load the interface. So here we are. So now let's try to go into terminal. Where's terminal? Terminal here. And now how you can see the keyboard will actually appear. So here you can do the simple, you know, Linux stuff, update. Let's do the update. Put your password and everything will work perfectly. You won't have any problem here. We will search if you have updates. Terminal works perfect. I didn't have any problem with terminal. But again, for a tablet, it's not, I don't think Fedora or Linux in general is ready to be on tablets. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.